Let's go to
I do the cloud, but
what's
either
that?
one.
Either one? Okay.
Yeah, I normally do the cloud, but either one's fine.
Okay, perfect. And now let me share my screen. All right, almost situated, guys. Thank you so much. Okay, great. Well, hello, everybody. So, what we're going to be doing tonight is to go over some of, uh-oh, why is it just going about
Ah,
the way? There we go. And I wonder if there is any way I can minimize that or at least move it over. There we go. Oh, well.
perfect. It looks fine on my
It's
end. It looks
fine.
good.
Okay, good. Okay, great.
Good.
Okay, so Amanda and I were so excited to be here. We're going to be sharing all things pharmacy with you guys tonight. Really quick, a little bit about me. My name's Danielle Mauro. I've been in network marketing. I cannot believe I'm getting ready to say this for 18 years.
Wow.
So I know I absolutely love this industry. I think it really gives so many people an opportunity to really shine, and it can be very lucrative. So that's a huge point for many of us here. I joined Farmasi February 7th, along with many people here at Farmasi on the Real Deal Dream Team. And my favorite part about this just industry, company in general, is flexibility. So I work full time as a lead data scientist for an analytics company. I have three grown boys, and I'm getting ready to be a grandma for my first time.
Ah,
So I'm really excited. And well, Nona, I'm
hi.
gonna be Nona. And flexibility is very important to me. So Amanda, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for taking some time out of your evenings to be here with us tonight. Danielle and I are really excited to tell you guys a little bit more about the pharmacy opportunity and really tell you more about why we came to pharmacy. We both joined back in February of this year. Little quick background on me. I haven't been in direct sales quite as long as Danielle, but 6 years, which is still a decent amount of time. 6 years ago, I found a company that I really loved the product, and I was honestly spending a decent amount of money on it. And I was like, you know what? I might as well join and just see if I can get the product for free, if nothing else. If I get a couple of friends to buy from me every now and then, I could probably do that. Well, it turns out I was pretty good at the whole direct sales thing, and I worked my way up into the leader ranks with that company. Had a great time doing it. Like Danielle, I also work full time. I'm a financial planner for one of the largest brokerage firms in the entire country. I have three kids who are almost 14 and 13, and my son is 4.5. He just started preschool today. So when I say I'm busy, trust me, I'm busy. But I saw the potential with direct marketing and really just kept sharing and growing my network. And so don't ever let the I'm too busy excuse keep you from doing direct sales, because it you can be busy and still be successful at this, because like Danielle said, it's so flexible. My favorite part of direct sales is probably the traveling. I love free trips, and with the previous company that I had been with, I earned every free trip I could earn. And in January of this year, unfortunately, that company they made an announcement that they were taking away all the trips. We had all worked really hard for a trip this year. They were taking that away, some of our compensation and our convention, which community is a big part of direct sales that I love as well. And convention was always like my heart and soul of when I got to see everybody that I love that was from all over the country. And I was just devastated, quite honestly, to be losing that community and the trips. And I can remember actually telling some friends at the time, like, I will never do direct sales again. I was too heartbroken. I'm like, I can't put myself through this. Well, you know what they say never. 1 or 2 weeks after that, I heard about the pharmacy opportunity, and I was like, this is just too good. I can't say no to this. So I am so glad now. It's been six months since I joined, and I'm so grateful I said yes. I've never felt more appreciated or more of a community than I do here at Farmasi, even more so than I did before. And you'll get to hear a little bit about the compensation in a bit. But as someone who, like I said, loves traveling, I have already been in the last 6 months to our headquarters in Miami, a free all-inclusive trip for my husband and I to Mexico. I'll be going back to Miami next month for our convention. So convention days are not over for me, which is awesome. And then the best part is I just got back, I don't know, maybe 10 days ago from a luxury trip to Turkey where Farmasi literally wined and dined us the entire time like I have never been wined and dined before. So I'll tell you guys a little bit about that trip a little bit later, but I will turn it back over to you, Danielle.
That is so awesome. I cannot wait to be on that trip next year.
It
It
was
looks so good. It looks so
amazing.
good.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Yes.
I bet. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into why pharmacy, who pharmacy is. Why are so many people, specifically leaders, picking pharmacy right now? We just had the top network marketing leader, Stormy Wellington, come over to pharmacy. How exciting is that? So a lot of excitement and a lot of things going on here. Okay, so when you come to pharmacy, you notice one thing. Every decision that's made corporate wise is centered around a few points. So one here, you can see product. Product is obviously going to be very important. The opportunity and service is top notch. This is service from home office to us influencers, all the way as well from us influencers servicing our customers and our team. Trust is another thing that's very important with pharmacy, the company with product, opportunity, as well as a compensation plan, which Amanda will go over shortly. Another thing we have listed, global. We will dive into this in a minute, and also innovation. So with all of this, what we saw when us leaders were looking to choose pharmacy is stability. It was one of the biggest things that when doing research on several companies that we were really looking for. Nothing's going to be quickly changed on you. Corporate is committed. They say it on every single call that we get on. So these are the pillars to stability within pharmacy and really why I'm here.
Yeah. And I'll also add to this transparency, I think it's not on this list, but I think it's huge. They are the corporate team and our president and CEO, who you'll learn about in a minute. They are so transparent with us. There's no gatekeeping there, and it does not matter what level of the compensation plan you are. If you're a leader, if you're not a leader, if you're just here for the discount,
Yep.
transparency is huge here, which I think goes a long way.
And they listen regardless of what level you're at too, which I love that. And I'll go into that in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So our founder, we got to give props to Grandpa Tuna. He's the founder and let's go into a little bit of history. So I believe Farmasi was founded, I think we're at 73 years right now. He started it in Turkey and he used to create actual medicine for companies back then, I guess. And then it grew to where he was actually owning the largest manufacturing facility in the world. So now it is still the largest manufacturing facility when it comes to wellness and beauty. And Amanda will probably go into a little bit of detail about that when she talks about Pharma City. Sinon and Emery, I'm literally going to move this so you can see their pretty faces. They are
Our
gorgeous
lovers.
brothers that you
Hmm.
always hear about. They're the CEO and the president, and they are so so great. So one of my favorite parts, they are 100% open to our feedback. They want us to really they really want to grow with us. It's all about community and network and they're committed to really hearing from us as partners within the company. It really took me back because I too went to Miami and went to Mexico with Amanda, and every time that you are around them, they're always asking you, what could we change? How is everything going? And they listen. And I
Yeah.
just absolutely love that. It's such a wonderful experience to have them actually care what you're saying. And then for something to actually be done about it. afterwards. I remember when we first started, we were like, we need a Mexico tracker because we needed to know where we were point wise. We came in very fast. We came in very strong in February and we needed to know where we were. And sure enough, they got right on it. And shortly after, we had tracking for Mexico. And I mean, these are things that have to be done within technology in order to be able to track. So the fact that they took the time to listen, took the time to do it, and the only reason that allows them to do that is that they own all of their tech. They own everything. So they don't charge us for it. Things like that, which is very, very helpful, especially when you're here just for the discount or if you're here to build a business and not having to pay money out of your pocket. Okay, so with Farmasi, we're currently present in 40 countries. We're now number 27 globally. Here it says 28, but we are 27 now, and we're just getting started. So to
Yep.
prove even a little bit more about the stability of the company, only 20% of revenue comes from one single country. And I love this because it's so important. Let's use US as an example. If the US economy is having a hard time, like it is now, companies that rely just on the United States, that are only in the US, will be impacted greatly when the US is struggling, right? Well, companies that are only in the US, they have to start changing their compensation plan, canceling conferences, doing business differently because the company follows, the outlook of just the country that they're in. But here at Farmasi, that isn't the case. Like I said, 20% of our revenue, no more than 20% comes from one country. So Farmasi would not be affected when the US has any type of struggles. Farmasi is still investing, giving huge incentive trips, as you're going to hear from Amanda, and bonuses. They're opening warehouses all over the world. Really, it's really the perfect time to get involved with Farmasi. I am not going to go over every single year here, but the main point that I want you to get out of this is that the last several years here, you can see we continue to open more and more countries across the globe. So in 2018, Farmasi launched in the US, and that was the same year that we became number one network marketing company in Turkey. How cool is that? So we're only 7 years old here in the US. So you are definitely in the right place at the right time because right now we're just starting to hit that momentum. And anyone in the industry knows you want to be in during this phase of a company. All right. I'll go ahead and pass it over to Amanda because she just got back from her amazing trip to Turkey.
Yes, yes. So, like I said, I just got back from Farmasi's trip for Golden Leaders and above to Turkey, and we were able to actually see what's called Farmacity. So, Farmacity is our manufacturing plant. It's near Istanbul, Turkey, and it's where all of our products are made. So, as Danielle mentioned, we own every step of the manufacturing process. Um, that's from the packaging to the technology, the R&D, all the literally anything and everything that it takes to make a product. Farmasi has in-house at our facility there in Istanbul, Turkey. Now they call it Pharmacity because it literally is like a city. We have our own water supply. We have our own electric supply. I actually have a really cool picture of all the solar panels on one of the roofs you can walk by and see. Um, they have their own hotel there that if you wanted to have a team retreat or you wanted to go and check it out with your family, you could literally fly to Istanbul and you could stay at Pharmacity for free. They have a hotel, a pool, cafeteria. I'm pretty sure they have a chef like on staff there. They made us all this amazing food while we were there. We got to tour the entire plant. So I literally got to see from start to finish some of our products being made, which let me just tell you, it was mind blowing. The factory is the largest cosmetic and nutrition factory in the entire world. So you can imagine if you've ever been to any type of factory, like they're all pretty big, right? This place was huge. It was just like room after room after room of innovative machinery, and it was just very cool to see all the innovation and all the history of pharmacy. I think was huge too, because you could actually see all the different products. There were like cases and cases of all the different products that pharmacies had over the years. And that's something we'll talk about too, as we move forward with the presentation, is all the various products that we have that are available. So if you want to go to the next slide, Danielle, 7 and 8, really this is just a visual of how big Pharmacity is. You can see the plant is the majority of it. The taller building there in like the middle to the right is the part of the hotel, I think. I'm trying to kind of visualize and remember. The place was so big. Yeah, right there. Yep. And there's a pool somewhere over there. Um, just I can't even explain to you how we just kept looking at each other like, is this real? Like, this is incredible. Just every little detail that goes into it. If you want to see more about it and actually like be able to visualize it, if you go on YouTube, there's a video, just type in uh, Pharmacity tour, or I think the exact title is like join our president for a tour of Pharmacity, something to that effect. And you'll be able to see it's like a 15-minute video, but it is well worth the watch just to see everything that goes into it. And one of the things that I learned from not only being there, but just watching that video as well is the efficiency and the innovation that comes into play with the machines that are there. They will literally travel all over the world to find the most efficient, innovative machines. For example, they can make 60 lipsticks in 1 minute, 60 in 1 minute at this facility. So if you want to go on to the next slide, Danielle, it's another kind of overview image of Pharmacity and just how large it is. You can keep scrolling down to the next page. Awesome. All right, so let's talk about our products. Woohoo! I love our products. I love that we have so many different products available. This is literally the catalog. So there is something for everyone. All of our products are gluten-free. Most of them are vegan, and they all meet European standards for non-toxic ingredients, which I think we can all agree is becoming more and more important in all of our lives. The company that I was with before, basically we had one product, and if somebody didn't like that product or use that product, I had nothing to offer them. Well, at Farmasi, the products are literally things that we're using every single day. Think of soaps, shampoos, lotions, vitamins, my favorite dry shampoo. We're probably best known for our skincare and our nutrition supplement line, which is called NutriPlus. But honestly, I've tried so many things in the catalog at this point, and there's truly not much that I don't love. I've completely transformed our home into a non-toxic or a toxic-free zone thanks to Farmasi. My girls, who I said are teenagers earlier, they love the hair care. They both have curly hair. They love the hydrating shampoo, conditioner, and hair mask. They're getting into makeup, so they like the makeup and the skincare as well. And then my husband, who could literally care less about products, like literally, I'm talking this guy would use Suave if I let him, okay? Or if he was left to his own devices. He's actually started using our skincare, and he asked me to order him some more of the hand soap. We have a whole men's line. So he asked me to order him some hand soap, body wash, and I think it was face cream as well. So I know if my husband is asking for it, it must be really, really good stuff. Like I said, the great thing is we have something for everyone, but do not feel like you have to be an expert in everything. You can pick one place to start in. So maybe you're somebody who really likes makeup, pick the makeup category to focus in on. And we'll talk about the starter kits later, but let's just say you pick the makeup category and focus on that. People are going to be able to see your website and be able to see all the other great things that we offer too. So don't use it as something to be overwhelmed by. Use it as an opportunity. You want to go to the next slide. We talked a little bit about this already, but a great thing about Farmasi is that we are truly a global company. Like I said earlier, I'm a financial advisor, so I'm all about diversification. And let me tell you, Farmasi's figured that out since we're in 40 different countries. We are number one in Turkey for our direct sales. So we're the number one direct sales company in Turkey, and we're number 27 globally, like Danielle mentioned. We launched in the US just a few years ago, so there's still so much opportunity here. And the fact that you can grow your team not just in the US, but globally is huge. Not just globally, but in 40 different countries. And that list of countries is growing all the time. We just got a survey maybe a month ago that was actually asking us, what country would you like us to see next? So that's some of that transparency and the feedback that we were talking about earlier, that our opinions matter here and that we're heard. We have been beating records for growth literally month after month since I've been here. It's like each month we do a recap call for the previous month, and it's another record breaking month. It just feels so good to be at a company where we're growing significantly. When you think about a lot of companies here in the US, like Danielle said, if they're only in the US, they don't have that diversification standpoint of having a, global economy to look at and to help out when one country is in an economic recession or crisis. They're only depending on that one country. And that was really what happened with the company that I was with before. And so it just feels really good to have a company that I'm not worried about stability whatsoever. I never have to worry about what happened before happening again because we have that global footprint and we're growing significantly. So if you want to go to slide 11, we'll talk a little bit about our Miami facility. So Danielle and we actually met at our Miami facility when we both first joined. Anyone can go, by the way. All you have to do is reserve a conference room and you can go. That's it. You don't have to be a huge leader. You and your family could go if you wanted to. That's the great thing about Farmasi. Everybody matters and everybody has a voice here. Um, the Miami facility, it was a $50 million investment that Farmasi actually paid cash for. It's huge. It's 70,000 square feet. And what the facility is used for, it's a distribution center essentially. So all the products are made in Turkey, they're shipped to Miami, and then from there, the orders are processed and they're shipped to our customers in the US, Canada, Puerto Rico, and the Dominican Republic. We also just opened another facility. It is near the border of Canada in New York, and that was really done to help Canadians. We're growing in Canada as well. It was really done to help Canadians get their products faster. So our Canadian teams are very excited and customers are very excited about that new facility. Both of these facilities are poised for growth and absolutely able to handle all of the growth that we're projecting we're going to see. If you want to go to the next slide. So the community here is amazing, amazing, amazing. I can't say it enough. To be surrounded by women who are not only supporting you, but they are actually like genuinely cheering for you and they want to see you succeed, whether you're somebody on their downline or not, is truly priceless. I mean, Danielle and I are a prime example. We do not make any money off of each other. We are what you would consider, if you've been in the industry, the term side sister. So it means we're on a bigger, a team, the same bigger team, but neither one of us makes any money off of each other. And we really wanted to run this call tonight because we know it's for the greater good of everyone in this community. And we're just so blessed to be a part of it. Our team is full of just absolute rock stars. Actually, one of our uplines is the highest rank in the compensation plan. Her name is Allie. She is in Mexico, and she just had a $1 million month last month. Literally, she made $1 million last month. Mind blowing. She's so gracious and humble. She's actually taking time out of her busy schedule and her busy life later this week, and she's going to do a training for our team. The other thing is there's no pressure here. So you can work as much as you want. You can work as little as you want. Nobody is going to pressure you to, you know, do something that you don't want to do. We're going to give you all the resources we can. We have so many resources available for you, not only from our team, but from our upline teams as well, and from Farmasi as a corporate team. You're going to have more resources than you'll ever need to be truly successful at this. But again, there's no pressure. So the great thing about Farmasi is you can join for the discount. If you just want to be somebody who's here for the discount, you can be. So no monthly fees, no sales quotas, nothing like that from that standpoint on a monthly basis. All right. So let's talk about how you make money at Farmasi. If you want to go to, yeah, slide 11 or 13, I guess it is. So there's 10 different ways that you can make money here. How many companies tell you that? Like, does your day job tell you, hey, there are 10 different ways we're going to pay you this week? No, they don't. So anything from free products, there are car bonuses, leadership and group bonuses, there's personal bonuses, commission on what you sell, cash bonuses. There's just so much, so many ways that you can make money here. And so we're going to dig a little bit deeper into that on these next few slides. If you want to go to the next slide, Danielle. So the first way, when I heard this, I'm like, this sounds too good to be true. This cannot be true. The company I was with before, you could earn up to 35% commission, and you had to sell thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to be able to earn that 35%. Here at Farmasi, from day one, you're going to earn 50% commission. So if you sell $100, you're going to earn $50 on it. And not only are you going to earn that $50, but it's going to be paid to you within 72 hours from that sale. So that is unheard of in this industry. It's literally that simple. You get 50% commission from day one, whether you're somebody just starting out or you are a top leader. We all earn 50% commission no matter what. You have anything to add to that, Danielle? I feel like that's like, it's so simple, but
It's awesome. It's probably one of the biggest selling points, to be honest, with our compensation plan, because just like you said, it doesn't matter what level you are. You don't have to, reach a certain PV or personal volume in order to get there. You always will get 50% commission, and it's paid within 3 days.
yep,
Being paid within 3 days. How amazing is that? It's immediate. So I absolutely love that.
amazing. So good. So good. Another great thing about our compensation plan is that it's volume based. So if you have been in direct sales before, you know that a lot of compensation plans require certain ranks under you, and this person has to hit this rank to then this person hit this rank for you to hit your rank. It's not like that here at Farmasi. It's strictly volume based. And what is great about that is, again, if you have someone who is wanting to join just for the discount, or you have someone who's wanting to work the business, it is all a win-win in Farmasi's book and in our book. They just make it so easy to do business and to be successful here. The volume-based plan is fabulous. If you want to go to the next slide, we'll talk a little bit about cash bonuses, one of my favorite parts. So cash bonuses essentially is when you hit leadership ranks, you have the opportunity to get a one-time cash bonus once you hit that rank for the third month in a row, and gets paid out literally within days of the month ending. You're going to get that in your what's called Farmasi wallet, which is how we get paid. The other cool thing, I wish I would have got mine. It's in a box right now. I haven't opened it yet, but you will get a giant, like, what is that called? Publishers Clearinghouse.
Yeah, I
You'll
think
get a giant life-size check that you can use to show off, hey, I am having so much fun doing. There we go. Danielle's got hers. So this thing is huge, you guys, and it comes for you to be able to, use for your social media or however you are helping to market yourself. It's so fun. I never in my wildest dreams thought I would get so excited about a silly giant check, but it's so fun.
it is fun.
It is fun. I've got mine back here, my $2,000 one. I'm just trying to figure out what creative ideas I have. So I haven't opened it yet, but it will be coming. You can see the amounts that you can earn are quite high. Allie, who I was telling you about, who's the top earner in our company, part of how she earned that $1 million check last month is she got her $500,000, $500,000. Yes, she got that bonus for hitting executive boss director. And what is very cool, I thought I would add this in too, just as a side note. So Allie was a boss director before. That was the highest you could go on the compensation plan. And they actually created executive boss director just for Allie to give her something else to work towards. Like, what company would say, we want to give $500,000 when we don't have to away to someone just, because we want to. Like, that is the kind of success and the kind of support that we have here to be successful. So cash bonuses are fabulous. You can also get a monthly car bonus once you hit Golden Director and higher. You do not have to use it for a car. You can use it for anything you want. They are not saying, hey, you have to use it for a car, but it's just a nice extra bonus to get on top of all of your other payments that you're getting. You want to go to the next slide? All right, unforgettable experiences. So when I saw this about Farmasi, I was like, okay, where do I sign up? Somebody sign me up here. You can earn so many different trips, and they are not just trips, you guys. They are like luxury. I can't even tell you how amazing that trip to Turkey was. It was once in a lifetime bucket list. I never even thought I wanted to go to Turkey ever. Okay. But now that I've gone, I want to go back every year because it was absolutely incredible. We were spoiled from the moment we got there to the moment we got home. Like I said, wined and dined. We actually stayed in a real life palace in Istanbul. It was a beautiful hotel that used to be a palace. They flew us to Cappadocia, Turkey, halfway through the trip and actually put us on a hot air balloon ride. That's kind of the picture you see there. That's in Cappadocia, Turkey, which is I would say it's like the mecca of hot air balloons across the world. If you're a hot air balloon enthusiast, that's where you want to go. Doing the hot air balloon would have been like enough for me. It was so cool. It was the best experience. But no, Farmasi was just like, hey, we're going to give you something every single day to make you feel loved and encouraged and appreciated. When we got to Istanbul, they had all this swag on the beds, handwritten note of like, we're so proud of you. We're so glad you're here. They had not just one shirt for the trip, but two shirts and two hats that matched it for us. Before the trip, they sent us a whole agenda with literally like mood boards on ideas of what to wear for the trip. They took us on a yacht boat one night for a dinner party around Istanbul. The last night of the trip, we walked into this party. We were all exhausted by this point. There was not a lot of sleeping at the end of the trip. But we walk into this party, we hear this loud noise, and we're like, what is going on? It was a hot air balloon. So there's a hot air balloon as you walked in with the Farmasi logo on it. This party was, I'm not kidding, it had to have had $1 million budget, if not more, for everything. Just like the decorations alone were unreal. You walked in and it was lined with giant candles on each side of the aisles, Turkish rugs you're walking on, fresh flowers everywhere. Every single event we had that week, there were fresh flowers. And I'm not talking just like bouquets of flowers. I'm talking huge, giant arches of flowers. Um, it was over the top, amazing. I will never forget that trip. And I cannot wait to earn the next trip, which is the convention experience for me. And then we also have the European destination trip, which this year was Venice. They change that every year. So it could be, Greece or Rome or, anywhere in Europe. So that's the Emerald Director trip. And then there's also the Tropical Getaway, which is our Diamond Director trip. And with that one, you earn a guest to go with you for free. And this year it is in the Maldives. So our upline Brittany is going to take her and her husband for free on that Diamond Director trip in February. And cannot wait to hear about all of that. But if you are somebody who loves travel, Farmasi is where you want to be. We've also got the Leadership Academy. I didn't mention that one, but Danielle and I will be at that sometime later this year. That is down, I think, typically in Miami. So we'll get some details on that soon. But that's also a free trip where they fly us down to meet with other leaders in the company and just get to learn from each other. Guys, there were 300 people on this Turkey trip. 300 people. It's very realistic to be able to earn this trip. It is not something that is impossible. If traveling is on your list of I want to do this and I want to travel for free, Farmasi can absolutely help you achieve that goal. So it is a mid-level leadership, the Turkey trip, mid-level leadership trip. Like I said, there were 300 of us from all over the globe, and there were not that many of us from the US. So if you're tuning in from the US and thinking about doing this, just know there's so much opportunity here still, and it's absolutely achievable if this is something that is on your wish list. So,
I love how it's baked into the compensation plan. I have never seen it like this in another
never.
company. I love
It's
it.
amazing.
Yep.
You're literally getting a trip just for working hard, and you're also not only getting, higher on the compensation plan as far as what you're getting paid, but you're getting those cash bonuses, and then you're also getting these trips. Like, what?
And you're getting your normal paycheck.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, amazing. Absolutely amazing. So now, Danielle, I'll let you talk about if folks are interested, how do they get started?
Yeah, so it's pretty easy. You go ahead and just pick your pack. So what does that mean? We have different options. Some of our kits or our packs have makeup, some have health and wellness. One has everything. So if you just want to try everything right off the bat, we have a pack that you can get that gives you all a lot of our product. We also have a nice special that actually ends tonight, where for just $6, you're going to get a free shampoo as well as unlock 50% off. And then you can build your own kit if you want, or you can grab one of the kits that are pre-made. Anything that you'd like, you can grab for 50% off. So I love that they have that option here, because it really allows you to customize what you want and what you might want to promote with Farmasi. Enrollment guide. So all of our product kits have that coral sample box that you see right here in the picture, except that $6 join. But you have the option, next 30 days, you can get any of the kits. So you can keep going back in for 30 days and grab a kit. You can grab the makeup kit, grab whatever kit you want. And that allows you to try different things. That's what I did when I first started. I bought the 1999 kit, which is that coral kit you see, and then I was able to do 50% off whatever I wanted. But then I went back in and I knew I wanted a chunk of the makeup, so I went ahead and just bought the makeup kit because you get 50% off or more when you get the kits.
Yep.
All right. So when you hit $125 in orders in your first month, you're going to get free mascara. And this can be your orders or your customer orders. And you're going to get other fun stuff that you can see right here in the welcome program within your first 4 months. And if you're here from Canada, it's always free to start up. Yes, free. So keep that in mind because there's a lot of opportunity there for sure. All right, we already talked about the starter kit on the right and the enrollment kits on the left. I'm just going to move forward here because I know we are a little bit later than usual. And Amanda really already touched on these. These are the tools that we have. If you sign up and you want to work the business, you have tools that help you get started strong so that you can build solidly. So we aren't just, we don't want you sitting there wondering like, well, what the heck do I do? So there are very specific things that you can do right when you get started to start strong. No fees for the tools, like Amanda said, no website fees, no credit card on file, nothing. Farmasi owns all technology, like I had mentioned earlier, which is a huge win for us as influencers. You have a back office. In your back office, you have the opportunity to see orders. You can see sales. You can see your team. And we have an app that is absolutely fantastic. I use it for everything. And they are always improving the app and updating it based on our recommendations. So I love that too. They see us, they hear us. All of the resources in our team space are also amazing. We have boards, we have trainings, but it's not overwhelming. It's very specific where things are. You'll have help along the way. We're there every step of the way while you're building. The team, the community here is top notch, and we really, really want to make sure that everybody is set up to win. So wherever you see yourself, that's where we want you. And we just want to make sure that you're supported. We also have a Facebook group that is corporate run. So we have one in the US, Puerto Rico. Do we have UK now? I think we might have UK now. Um,
So yeah. Mhm.
yeah. The CEO does updates once a month, and they have a training in there at least once a week. And they also do product drops in there too. So we always like to keep our eyes on that. Okay, so
Yeah, and speaking of product drops, we
yep,
normally, I want to say like once a month at least, we have new products drop. So it's really exciting and can be really great for sales with those new products coming in.
yes, very much so. We all get very excited when we
We
get a little
do.
sneak peek
Yes,
before they launch. All right, there's tons of things going on this month. So this month is a great month for you to say yes to Farmasi if it's a good fit for you. We want you here, even if it's just to save a few dollars on product. But of course, if you want to be here for the community, we would love that too. Personal development, we have that as well, and really just fun things that we do as a team. We're all very excited to share all of this with you. So make sure you message the person who brought you here on this call or send you the recording so that you can get their link and you can get started with your business. You never know what can happen. We all have completely surprised ourselves in the last 6 months. We never imagined we would be in Mexico within 4 months or Turkey within six.
never,
So I
never.
mean, it's just been mind blown. But yeah, all right. Amanda, you have anything else to add?
Now, I would just say the $6 join special ends the 28th
Oh,
at
sorry
midnight.
about that.
So,
I
yeah,
thought it was
not
tonight.
tonight. You're good. You're good.
Good.
All good. We have a lot of exciting things that they just released as far as specials. There's always a special going on here at Farmasi. It's because we own all the steps of the process, we're able to keep the products affordable, and they're always doing some awesome deal. Right now, they're doing 40% off on certain products, which the vitamin C serum is on there, top notch. Love that product. Got to get it if you haven't yet.
The best.
And they're also doing, yes, love it, love it. It'll give you a nice glow, which is awesome. And then I believe it's $25 off of a $150 order. And you can stack the 50% off if you're an influencer. So if you join for $6, you can join and get that discount immediately, get that $25 off, get the 40% off products. You'll also get your welcome kit if you are your welcome program. I think it's the mascara the first month if you're over $125 in personal volume. And you will get whatever our monthly PV incentive is for the month. That's not something we went specifically into, but every month they're giving us free product just for doing our job. So, like Danielle said, just get with the person who invited you here and they can go over that a little bit more in detail. But thanks for joining us tonight, and we hope you say yes to Farmasi. We're so glad we did.
Yes, thank you so much.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.